Once upon a time in a far, far away place, there lived a very wealthy merchant with his three daughters. The third daughter was the most beautiful and wisest among them, so everyone called her Beauty. Her sisters were jealous of her and spent their father's money extravagantly. Beauty always dreamed of a prince she wished to marry and live within a beautiful castle forever. Life was happy and serene for her. But one day, her life changed because of a terrible storm in which her father lost all his ships loaded with goods and his wealth. Her father came back home very sad and told his daughters, "We have lost everything. We are no longer wealthy." Beauty replied, "Don't worry, father. Things will get better soon. We will find a way out. You are my true treasure." Soon, all the servants left because of the merchant's poverty, and Beauty managed the household while her sisters continued to complain. Beauty prayed for her father's happiness to return. One day, the merchant received good news. One of his ships had reached the port. The father rushed home and announced, "I have great news. One of our ships has arrived at the port. We are not poor anymore. Let me get something for each of you." The first sister said, "I want new dresses." The second said, "I want gold jewelry." Beauty, who had not asked for anything, was asked by her father, "What should I bring for you, Beauty?" She replied, "I want you to come back safely, father." But her father insisted, "That's very kind, but you must ask for something." Beauty then said, "Please bring me a red rose." The father agreed and left for the port. Upon arriving, he found the ship abandoned and all the goods taken by the crew. Saddened, he began his journey back home. Lost in his thoughts, he strayed off the path and got lost in a dense forest where it snowed as if the sea had turned into snow. His horse could not walk through the thick snow, so he let it rest under a tree. In the distance, he saw a glowing light and went towards it. It was a magnificent castle. The golden gates opened by themselves, and no snow covered the garden filled with orange trees. The merchant entered the castle, calling out for someone, but no one came. He saw a table full of fresh food, ate to his fill, and went to sleep in a luxurious bedroom he found. The next morning, he found new clothes laid out for him and a breakfast table set. After eating, he walked out into the garden, ready to leave, when he saw beautiful roses. Remembering Beauty's request, he picked one and suddenly heard a terrifying roar behind him. Turning around, he saw a huge beast with fiery eyes, sharp teeth, and claws like knives. The beast roared, "How dare you pick my roses? Is this how you repay my hospitality?" Frightened, the merchant begged for mercy, explaining the rose was for his daughter. The beast then offered a deal, the merchant's life for one of his daughters. "Bring one of your daughters here willingly, and you can go free," the beast commanded, giving him a month to do so. Trembling, the father accepted. He returned home and told his daughters about the beast. Beauty, feeling responsible, decided to go with her father to save his life despite his protests. They arrived at the beast's castle, and while Beauty was initially terrified of the beast, she bravely agreed to stay. As time passed, Beauty and the beast spent evenings talking. Beauty no longer feared him, for he showed her nothing but kindness. One night, Beauty asked to visit her father. The beast agreed, but warned that he would die of sorrow if she did not return in a week. She promised to come back. The beast gave her a magic ring to make the journey. Beauty found herself at home the next morning, astonishing her sisters and father. They spent a happy week together, but Beauty soon dreamed of the beast dying from heartbreak. Hastily, she returned to the castle to find the beast dying. She wept over him, realizing her love for him. Her love broke the spell, transforming the beast back into a handsome prince.